Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sarah Forgani. Right now, we begin with a developing story. San Antonio fire investigators looking into a string of fires on the east side overnight. Right now, fire officials are not sure if the fires are connected, but as Eyewitness News reporter Charlie Cooper tells us, they are investigating them as suspicious.
Yeah, you can't tell, but this used to be a two-story building here on the 900 block of Dawson. The fire set here was the third intentional fire set this morning here on the east side. In fact, it was the third out of 4 fires SAFD responded to in a matter of just hours after midnight. Each of the burned homes are located only a few blocks away from each other, and firefighters say none of them had paid utilities and they were all abandoned or unoccupied. Although authorities say they haven't found any connection between the fires yet, they are looking into whether this could be the work of a serial arsonist.
Anytime you deliberately set a fire, you have the potential not only to hurt the public, hurt people that may be inside, but also the firefighters.
Now, the fire here was one of the larger fires among the 4. In fact, the home was fully engulfed when firefighters got here, and it is a total loss. Luckily, no one was inside, so no one was hurt, and each and every firefighter who fought this fire got out safely. Back to you.
Charlie, thank you.